Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Skyman. Today we're back in the Brock Bourbon Bar and people are talking before I even get on mic.
Hot.
What's going on, Kofi?
It's a nice summer. Hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. You been going on some hot boy walks?
I've been, it's true. I need to classify what is that for me because I'm not quite a boy.
Yeah.
I'm close to 50.
I know.
You don't be calling, unless, you're in the South and you're acting weird saying boy,
No, I mean,
boy.
like my boys. Like
you
the hot boy walk,
that.
right? Yeah, like it's a hot boy walk.
My bad.
We're
I'm not
going
trying
out
to
with
take
our
it
boys.
there.
No, I get it.
It was a hot boy walk.
Yeah,
yes,
I get it. Yeah.
I haven't had as many
like
hot
the girls
boy
say
walks.
hot girl walk.
Yes.
I tell my wife she should call it a hot mom walk when her and all of her moms go out.
Exactly.
Like the hot mom walk.
I want to be
Or the MILF walk.
The MILF walk.
It's about some spit take theater back in the peanut gallery. Just
exactly. The MILF is if I feel when people use MILF, I'm like, you're like incriminating me because if I agree, we know what those letters stand for.
Yep.
And I'm free now, so I guess I can.
Yep. I guess we'll figure it all out.
But I like to be thought of as a rider more than a walker. So I want
Gotcha.
to have the hot boy rides.
Hot boy rides.
I
want to go on a hot boy ride. I'm going to be a fat dude stuffed in there like look like 10 pounds of potato in a 4-pound sack.
Look like you got some muffin in you.
Yeah.
He's trying to be a muffin on a bike.
Good Lord, man, it's horrible.
We're wrong.
Okay? The old bike gear gets a little rough every now and then.
As long as you keep pedaling, it don't matter.
That's right.
Because people don't see you long.
I can ride 50 miles.
You'll be in their side of vision for like 30 seconds.
That's right.
Because you're gone, man.
That's right. That's right. All right. Anyway, we are drinking whiskey tonight, and we are doing a tasting of Green River's newest releases, their bourbon and their wheated whiskey.
That's right.
So, Kofi, what do we got, brother?
We got the Green River Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It's 45% alcohol, 90 proof. I think the mash bill on this is 70, 21, and 9.
Yep.
Very good.
70, 21, 9. That's the mash bill. I love mash bills now, and it's true. I'm going to demand that knowledge on each of my bourbons going forward.
All right.
I'm like, bartender.
Good luck.
Bartender, can you share the mash bill of this bourbon?
Good luck.
It's going to be my right as a bourbon drinker. I'm going to demand this.
I bet if we went into a bunch of bars and we started asking them, so do you know what the mash bill is on this? I bet like 95% of bartenders will look at you like, shut the fuck door.
Shut the front door. Mash bill. So
go.
The 3 numbers there is the corn percentage, rye percentage,
and then barley.
Then
Yep.
barley.
Yep.
Well, it can be rye or wheat.
Yep.
Or if you have those few that are 4 grain,
Yep.
you got all 4.
Oh.
Which those are the daddies. Anytime you get some 4 grains, man, I love me some 4 grains.
Especially some of those Penelopes.
Are there
Yeah.
popular 4
Starlight.
grains?
Or, I'll give you the Starlight, but
Okay.
I guess from a more national standpoint,
Yeah.
not many
Okay,
people
there
know
you
Starlight, but they've heard of Penelope.
Yeah, Penelope. But Penelope's all sourced. It's not their distillate.
I don't think I've had Penelope.
Penelope is now MGP bought it back. Basically, it was all
That's
It was
true.
all their products, but basically they blended the wheated and the rye mash bills to come up with their 4 grains.
Really?
Ooh.
That
Yeah.
part I did not know.
Yeah.
Knowledge dropped.
So
That would be interesting.
yeah, because MGP is not known for any 4 grain mash bills. They are very intent on the 4 to 5 mash bills. They concentrate on very hard. So, which I love their high corn porn, their 99.1, and I love the 70-21-9, the 60-36-4, solid.
I swore I heard you say high corn porn.
Yeah,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure
yeah,
we were talking about porn with corn.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, it's just it's and I say porn because it's kind of like a dirty secret, right?
Yeah.
Like,
what if you're 70 or plus? That's corn porn.
Well, I'd say anything over 80 is probably
80.
considered high corn.
Okay,
But
I'm learning, y'all. I'm just learning
Well,
on the show.
it's like the mellow corn.
right,
Yeah.
mellow corn's 80% corn. MGP. So theirs is mainly corn whiskey. So they run a lot of 99.1 corn whiskey. But on rare occasions, they'll do a couple of runs a year of 99.1 bourbon. So it's actually going into a new barrel instead of a used barrel. And those 99.1s are mainly used for blending, different things like that. Like we said, in a previous episode, you're using those really high corn to kind of give something some sweetness. Like if you get something that's got some bitter notes or things like that, they're using those to blend to bring down a ton of sweetness and a ton of mouthfeel. So
I do like the mid 70s or low 70 corn. Now I understand why. The
gotcha.
sweetness.
All right.
School them.
So this one is 21% rye. The nose is, it's got a good nose.
Yeah.
Well, the first nosing, I got that little whiff of ethanol in there.
Yeah, I did too.
But then the second one is it's kind of eased.
Yep.
I'm amazingly getting, I would have thought this was a rye, the way that the nose is going for me, because I'm getting those field greens
Yep.
on the nose.
Yeah.
It's kind of spicy.
My nose must be broke. I'm not getting that much. But
I'm getting baking spice. I'm getting a little bit of leather. There's not a lot of like caramel or vanilla though.
I may have to pour some more in mine.
Oh, Lord help us all.
For the nose. For my nose.
For my nose.
No, it's for the experimental reasons.
For my glaucoma. I need this. I need to open up my nose to help my glaucoma.
But yeah, no, really good legs, amazingly enough. I mean, I'm not going to say they're great legs, but I'd say they exist. They're there.
They're there.
Ooh, very floral. Very floral on the first pull.
Okay. Going in.
It's got some really nice sweetness though. It's very delicate.
I got more nose, y'all. This helped. I do a little bit of the ethanol, but I feel...
So I get ethanol out of my left nostril, and I get more of the sweetness and the fruit notes, and a little bit more of like those baking spices on my right side.
I just have sweetness after the ethanol, and it's very light.
I'm opposite of you, Scott, there on the nose.
Really? You get all the heat on the right side?
Yep.
That's funny. It's weird how that works. Like,
I know.
and I tell people,
It's weird.
People are always like, "Why do you nose it on one side or the other?" And I'm like, "Well, because I pick up different adjuncts. Like, I pick up different flavors and profiles and stuff off each side of my nose, and then I always do, the tip."
Just the tip.
Well, then you get kind of that blend, and then it gives you more of a holistic, approach to what that smell flavor.
Sometimes it sounds like you were raised by dogs that it helped you really smell. Like a canine has that. Like one side, the other side. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm a big dog.
This is 71 corn, 71, and the heat.
I really wish I was sophisticated enough that I could pull that off a lot. So I will say with some MGPs, like I have a tendency to be able to generally off the nose guess between their 21 and their 36, but not always.
You're right. Very, very floral.
Yeah. But it's sweet. It's nice.
Very sweet. It's beautiful.
No.
I mean, it's a good sweet.
Now, weirdly enough, I mean, you guys can call me crazy on it, but it's almost like I get like somewhere towards the mid to back of the palate, I just get this little almost like non-sweet apple or kind of like those flesh fruits.
It's definitely a lighter fruit like apple or pear or something in that mid palate.
Because it's not sweet. You're not getting that, and it's not tart, so it's just kind of there.
It could even be a stone fruit. It could be like a really, really mild peach.
Thank God Jared's not here.
I know. Like a nectarine or a peach, like really, really faint apricot, like in those really, really light ends. It's just in the mid. And if me and Nick are on the same point, it's mid to back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barbara's saying nope.
No.
But there is a faint mint though.
There is just a teeny tiny bit.
But
it is so faint, though.
Yeah, it's faint. It's not enough for it to really
it's more
bother
floral.
me.
Yeah.
But the weird thing for me, and it might different for you guys, but I'm getting very little on that front of the tongue palate.
That's where I'm getting the floral notes.
That's
though.
where I'm getting all the sweet.
But I'm getting barely anything there. It really crops up more for me mid and late palate.
Interesting. Okay.
Mine is in my mid too.
Okay.
And Go ahead.
It's almost like a medicinal floral.
Yeah, I could get that.
I think that's where kind of that mint is coming into play and whatnot.
All right, Barbara's dropping water.
All right.
It's time.
You literally, like 1 or 2 drops, dude.
I'll take 2 drops. And as we drop, what's really hit me the most, as I thought very long, is just the sweetness.
Yeah. It's a very sweet.
And it's either that buttery, almost maple syrup to almost kind of a simple. But yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. It almost reminds me of I make a simple syrup with brown sugar and a little bit of honey. Like I mix the honey with the brown sugar, and that's kind of almost that flavor profile I get off that.
I can see that. Yeah,
that front to mid.
That's the main thing hitting me.
I don't get the ethanol anymore.
Yeah, the ethanol's
Yeah,
gone.
that's gone. And what's also striking to me is my first sip, the very first sip, it was a little more viscous and syrupy to me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the sweet has maintained. And now
no, it's actually sweeter now.
Now, has anyone already tasted theirs with
No.
Nope.
Not
I'm
yet.
waiting to do my pool.
Okay.
I'm letting everybody else do their pool.
Do you get anything different on the nose there, Kofi?
I do.
Okay. What kind of stuff are you getting now?
Let me think.
You're fine. You've got that flavor wheel. That always helps.
What I'm surprised is I'm not getting a whole lot more rye pop.
Not on the nose, not at
No.
all. No.
I'm
No,
not
I don't-
getting-
I haven't tried it yet.
No, I haven't pulled yet, but I just
I haven't
on the nose.
I'm not getting as much floral on the nose either.
No.
Mine is in the spice to sweet
Yeah,
range.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll
It's,
agree with
it's
that.
more.
Yeah, I'm getting more brown sugar, more like creme brulee,
Yeah.
like char, like sugar. All right, I'm going in for my pull. I was waiting for you all to do yours, but I'm going to do mine.
I'm sniffing the hell out of mine.
Otherwise, we're going to be radio silent for about 10 years if I don't.
But it smells so good.
Now that tastes almost to me like a really light rye with a little bit of like caramel sweetness towards the end.
Oh my goodness.
That's almost too sweet.
Yeah.
It's true. To me, yeah, it's very different.
That's weird.
Yeah,
you know,
you know what it reminds me of, honestly? It reminds me of those MGP, like 51% rye, 49% malted barleys.
Okay.
oh, it's been a long time since I've had one of those, but I know what you're talking about.
Ironically enough, though, after that water, I do get. It's almost like a dried apricot, is what I'm getting.
Really? Okay. That's what you feel.
So you're saying I'm right?
Mine has hit
I
me.
never said that.
No, I think that stone fruit-esque flavor that you typically get is coming out more, which is not normal for whenever we add water to these things, especially like high rise or rise that are higher than 20 or plus.
Right.
Usually those rise pop harder
Yeah.
off the nose and everything else. Now I get a little bit more, slightly floral on the front of that, but then it just goes all sweet. All sweet.
I feel like part of that is because of the fact, probably a yeast strain thing there, but also we're so used to taking barrel strength and adding a little water,
Very
where
true.
this has already been watered down.
Yeah. That's
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about that because I was going to be, whenever we add water, many times, as you said, we are typically testing and tasting barrel strength or things that are above like 110 plus.
plus proof. Yeah.
That come across our tables.
Now, for me, my pulls, I'm taking 3.
Okay.
It's in the wood to grain for me.
Okay.
So you get more of the corn flavor and getting more of that oak and
Yeah, and it's more to the rye if I really
gotcha.
feel it. You can see the look on my face.
Yeah.
Sorry, people listening, y'all can't. But I'm not the biggest rye fan, but
I'll break you of that one. Just
Okay.
tempt me.
I'm gonna have to have like 3 or 4 bourbons, and then the rye tastes much better.
All right, now on to the weeder. So the nose on this is actually a little off-putting for me.
Hold on.
And I
I'm
can't
doing a
really.
little cleansing.
No,
fast.
that's fine.
I gotta
You
cleanse
cleanse
too.
up. It's not what I expected. Like whenever I smell weeders, I typically smell very distinct things with a lot of my weeded bourbons, like Makers and Weller, and the things that are weeded. It doesn't resonate with that same like sniff profile, and I haven't tasted it yet to say whether it has the same taste profile. But it doesn't have the sweetness like on the nose that I typically get on a weeder. But
You're right.
there's not a heavy ethanol though.
No,
there's
there's
not.
really no.
Sometimes
no,
you
no,
get a
no,
lot
no.
of ethanol too, especially
almost-
like those weeders that are Willets.
It's almost you should be expecting more sweetness, but I'm getting almost more grain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a hard grain, like a 9 grain type bread type thing.
getting a little bit of corn pudding.
A little corn pudding.
Like I'm getting more of the corn than I am the wheat.
No, that's why I said I think as I said, I think I'm getting more grain out of that. So
I can get a little bit of that corn pudding.
Yeah, this is much different.
I'm gonna take a pull.
Now, just like I heard corn porn, sometimes you're talking about the weeder, but it sounds like you're saying weed. And I'm like, you get a little bit of that weed out of it. You get that weed. I was like,
Oh,
is that kind of party? I thought we was just having bourbon, but I mean,
Wheater, not weeder.
weed.
all right. Who else has had a pour or a pull?
I'm just about to.
Do it.
Oh, it's true. I didn't really talk about my smells so much.
Yeah,
That's okay. You were distracted.
That weed.
I will say the
The wood.
legs on this thing's really good. It's got a ton of legs.
Yeah, I see that too.
I mean, it's really hanging onto the glass. Like where I took my sip, I mean, it's still coming off the edge.
Mine looks like a circulatory system.
Right.
It's broken and it's like tributaries Mm-hmm. But yeah, I get the wood on the aromatic.
This is such a unique pour. All right.
Is it just
We didn't
me,
break
or
that
is there-
down.
is there a little mint coming through on this?
And I've never gotten mint on,
did
a weeded bourbon.
I was kind of scared.
It's very filigree mint. Like, I don't
I
know.
don't
It's
get
just
it.
weird. Like,
Right.
I've never had this on a weeded mash bill.
I'm not getting any mint.
You're not getting mint?
No.
I'm not getting mint, but I
Like
do
the
get
front palate? Like,
No.
you're not getting any,
kinda-
like... that-
I am in the spice range though. I'm in the spice.
Yeah, it's right. It's right on the tip of your tongue.
No. Not at all.
Let me put it on my tip.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Just a tip.
Just put the tip in.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm about
That's
to
probably
say,
all most people can handle.
I thought I was being
Just the
weird
tip.
whenever I was saying that, but I'm thankful, Scott, for you backing me up on that because I was about to say, why?
At the
I
same
mean,
time,
it
y'all
was-
usually do have a good, really pretty.
We
like,
usually right on the money
Right
with
on.
each other.
But I thought I was just weird in saying that, considering this was a weeder, because you shouldn't get that
The spices.
profile.
The spice is dominating for me. It is. It's going to be clovish or pepperish. I can see the mint.
So the clove pops out really a whole bunch on that mid palate for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting some clove,
This is all spice to me.
a little bit of that like sweeter like baking spice, but
And the mash bill is still 70-21-9.
yeah.
Dang.
But like weeders, you never get this type of flavor profile. Like go get a bottle of Makers. Like it's not going to taste anything like
Oh,
this.
No.
Not even close.
Nope.
No, I get that allspice, but it's almost like a drive-by. It hits your palate, and then it's like about a second or two later, poof, gone.
You're right. It cools quick. I agree with that. It cools quick. All right. It's
I'm adding
time.
water already. I mean, this has just got me befuddled.
Yeah. I mean,
If I didn't know better, y'all hand me the bottles in the wrong direction.
Nope.
No.
Nope. We kept it straight. Wheats to the right. Wheats to the right.
I'm about to say, I thought you poured your own.
I put the wheat in the Woodford glass.
Wheater.
Whoa! I did the same thing Kofi did.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Why don't you keep your wheats with the wubba?
I'm downtown Julie Brown. Wubba wubba wubba.
Oh, that was pretty good. Wubba. Ooh, sorry, I may have come in a little too hot there.
That's all good.
Yeah.
All right,
I can dial you back at least a little bit.
The magic of editing.
way more floral after this.
See, I'm getting a whole lot more.
The
heat.
ethanol's coming
Yeah.
off. Yeah, I'm actually getting ethanol on my right side too. Like it's hot,
Yeah, it's hot.
just on the nose.
Well, we can still question whether or not my nose is working right.
Now, once you get past that ethanol, I start to taste or smell some of that wheatness or that sweetness. Jeez, sorry.
Mine, sweet wheatness.
Yeah, I had to roll mine around a lot to get rid of that initial burst that it released. Now it's sweetening back out.
Still in that fruit floral.
A little bit of honeysuckle
Yeah.
on the nose.
No, ethanol.
She can't get past that
I'm about to say,
ethanol.
just give it a second or two. And
I've been doing that.
You got the COVID.
Keep trying. She must have. She must have got in the last 5 minutes. She can't smell, y'all. She can't even smell.
about to say, you get knocked down the rung by the death stare.
Oh my gosh!
I will say this is
It's
much
almost
improved.
like a curse because now all I'm getting is the ethanol. Now I'm with her. I don't understand. It's
on the
like-
nose.
Yes. I was totally fruit floral, and then maybe I was sniffing too hard. Maybe she put some juju on me. I don't know.
Hey, sniff your arm and
Deep
then
breath.
then dive back in.
Dive back
Go
in.
back in.
Okay,
No.
let's see.
Keep your mouth open when you breathe and when you smell it.
Yeah, I'm back to the floral now. That's amazing.
Nope.
I think you cursed me. I really do.
She's giving you some
Bite me.
fucked up juju over there.
Your
I will
wife-
say it tastes better with a little drop of water.
Uh-oh.
I haven't
This
even
might
tried
be,
it
this might
yet.
be a rocker. You just a single rock or something. Just put in there to mix it because I mean, yeah,
It's true.
It would go better with a cigar.
It's true.
I don't know if it would cut a cigar though. I mean, it had to be very light.
is still
light
strong.
Yeah, like a
cigar.
light spice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I say it wouldn't be anything bold or mid or bold.
Yeah.
It would not cut it.
Now, on the flavor profile, I get honey sweet.
Yeah.
Like honeysuckle,
Spice.
anything sweet.
Yep.
Spice is still hitting.
See, I'm not getting any of the spice.
I'm just
I
I'm
do
get
get sweet, but the spice is my mid to back.
Spice is just doing that little drive by again, but the sweet is kind of lingering on the mid back palate.
Drive by. Such a weird way to saying that.
He's
but-
like-
Well, I mean, it like comes in. Hey there, how's it going? Then keeps going.
I
Yeah.
think I have a different definition of drive-by when you say drive-by. You know, I'm thinking of guns coming out of shit.
pop, 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 cap, cap.
I mean, I may be a child of an era, but I'm like, it's drive-through. If you say drive-by, Somebody's driving by.
Yeah, the flavors. Meow.
Okay, it's true.
All right. Then how would you put it? Would it be a drive-through?
Yeah.
Hey, stop
Yeah.
for a second, and
Yeah,
then move on.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm drive-by works. I'm just, having fun.
This is how I know you guys, like, either my pours are way smaller than yours or my gulps are way bigger. Because every time I look down, my glasses are empty and you all still have stuff left.
Now, don't compare
Barbara.
it to Barbara.
You can't compare to Barbara because Barbara pours like a third of a Glencairn every
Bras.
time she pours a bottle.
I'm with you, Scott. I'm done.
Well, usually what I've done
These
is
mofos still drinking.
I pour just a little bit extra, especially if I know I'm going to put in.
So I'm going to pass my Glen around. So this is number one. This is the bourbon. Totally different. Tobacco. It's got a little bit of leather. It's got some nice caramel notes.
Yeah.
and
like-
it has like a lot of like that light
my
brown
God.
sugar,
Yeah.
like heavy light brown sugar.
Oh, my F. I am so with you on this.
So-
I smell the tobacco. I smell the leather. I smell that.
Wowza.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how did that go from what we were drinking to that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
This is magic. I mean, me no lie. I'm telling y'all straight. From all the spice that I was hitting,
Even-
it is straight.
Even the weeder's got some. even
Peanut
the,
Gallery's like, what the hell?
even the weeder's got some nice, like, crazy nose
You
profile.
smell that?
And I mean, I have my own.
He has his own. But
It was
Yeah,
when
he's empty as well.
I was shocked that what he described was the same for me.
God, you're right. A whole lot of tobacco on that
Yeah.
It
first
is,
one, though.
and the leather.
No, I get more tobacco on the Weeder dry,
yeah.
I mean,
The wheat's got a
and-
ton, too.
and I
See,
think
I'm
I want
not-
to say coriander. There's some
Yeah, there's some baking spice in there
baking
still.
spice sitting in the back,
But it's like some caramel. It's got a little bit of leather. It's got, it's got some tobacco.
I
you
mean,
know.
if y'all smell this, seriously, you would smell it.
It's like smell-o-vision.
No lie. It is like those sketch markers or your bubble gum. It's like this. It's like having tobacco bubble gum.
Like Big League Chew.
Big League Tobacco Chew, which is, it's like
It's funny. I've
the
drank
mint
some
flavor.
bourbons that remind me of Big League Chew.
Ew, that's no good.
Dude, it is. It was delicious, but
What?
it's funny, yeah. So it's like
No.
sometimes you'll get some weird flavor profiles, like that bubble gummy, like
Yeah.
real chewy.
Big
You know,
League.
you say that the first really weird one I ever got was whenever somebody introduced me to Stag Junior for the first time. They let me taste it. I'm going, why am I getting this like that sweet caramelly, almost cola flavor coming from this? He goes, that's amazing because that's kind of what that, I think it was batch 12 or batch 13.
Right.
I almost want to say it was you that gave me that first Stag Junior taste, and it just had that weird kind of cola-esque
Yeah.
aftertaste flavor to it.
And some of them do. I mean, it's weird how you can dive into a bourbon and you get so many different things off of it. So, I don't know. All right, let's pick a W. Weeder or the bourbon? West Side. How about let's throw up the shocker.
throw them up. Throw them. My hand's not good. We're doing visuals. Sorry, guys.
I think my face is being covered by Kofi's
It
hand.
totally was. It's time to cover my own.
And I'm totally
You're
ignored.
not in it. You're not even in it.
You got to be in it to win it. Anyway,
Meh.
Now we're not.
let's pick a winner here. We got
Pick the
a Green
winner.
River bourbon and we got a Green River weeded bourbon.
Bourbon.
Bourbon. Okay, Barbara was jumping in right away.
I'm going to say bourbon. I mean, now if I could go back and say, maybe Weeder with a rock, but just as is the way we had it neat, I'm going to say bourbon.
I'm going bourbon.
I'm gonna go bourbon with neat, but with a rock, I'm gonna go weeder.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm right there with you.
I'm just straight bourbon, yo.
Straight bourbon, y'all.
Ironically enough, that they weeded just nope, and no.
It was all right, but I don't think my distilled one would be.
Yeah, but I'd say as soon as that mint flavor went away, I'm down with that.
Yeah. What we can do on another episode, we can compare and contrast the Bardstown Bourbon Company weeder to this weeder.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
that's
would
a
be
great
an
idea.
interesting.
Weeder Showdown.
I like it.
That way we can see, because now they're both owned by the same company.
And
Ooh.
probably similar to mash bill, which we were
I
assuming.
don't think they're similar mash bills. I think they're a little bit different. I think the Bardstown Bourbon Company ones are like 18% wheat, but I'm just curious what the difference is and
I need a
how much different they place.
confirmation.
So
I want to know how much that weed is. You better find out.
He's
gotta find out how much weed is that in
He's
that.
100%
say
now
weed?
about the mash bill.
I am. No, it's true. I'm going to be annoying. I'm going to be telling my friends, like, we need to find a mash bill on this.
Kofi's going to go home and study the mash bill sheet.
I now know
He's
my
going to be like
profile.
telling people.
I'm going to send dates out to bourbons and say, this is the mash bill I'm looking for.
Find me one.
Who wants to date me? Because if you have this mash bill, I am yours.
Oh,
right.
what you need to do is next time you go to the bar, saying, "Hey, find me a bourbon with this mash bill, and I'll give you an extra $20 tip."
Ooh, I think we're on it.
Well, I mean, they can Google.
Well, if they want it, they gonna get it. If they want it, they gonna. Maybe I'll say, yeah, I gotta say 20.
So the weeded mash bill for Bardstown Bourbon Company is 68-20-12. So
It's really close.
that's pretty
1%
close.
off.
Pretty
Yeah,
darn
1%
close.
off.
The 12. Yeah.
More malted barley though.
Yeah.
They want the mouthfeel.
Yep. So, all right. Anyway. Well, I guess that's our episode of Bourbon Barrel Talk. If you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the Twitter. You can also hit the subscribe button on whether you're on Spotify, iTunes, whatever. Make sure you share. Like, download an episode, put it on your Facebook page, share it out to your friends.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. And let
Every
them know
week,
how much
bring
you
it on.
love our podcast and what we do. And make sure you get it out to the masses. And this is Scott, Nick, Barbara, and Kofi signing off. Peace out.
Peace out.